I am Mr. Fima, and I would like to introduce you to a unit entitled Enhancing the Learning of the Holocaust Through the Court of Justice, a unit that was developed and applied at Herzliya for the last 4 years. The lesson plan of this unit is built in the form of a summary project of studying the history of the Holocaust by debating moral dilemmas related to that era, while introducing our students to the Canadian judiciary system and enhancing their knowledge of the criminal code. In fact, our students are building a valid criminal case, take it to the Superior Court, where they debate it in competition with students of non-Jewish schools in front of a real judge and facing a jury, 12-member jury.
For most of these high school students, this is their first time inside a real courtroom.
The defense pleads not guilty to all accounts, Your Honor.
More than 60 students from both Herzliya and Alexander von Humboldt German School have worked hard to prepare for this day. They're collaborating on a simulated Nazi war crimes trial, arguing the case of Rudolf Kastner.
The situation of the Holocaust survivors, what we see is that not only that their number is diminishing right now, but by the year 2039, none of them is going to be with us to counter the lies of the increasing number of the Holocaust deniers. And what do we find at university campuses? We find anti-Jewish and anti-Israeli organizations that they intimidate the Jewish students whose voices are increasingly becoming more and more silent. So in light of that, we at Herzliya had decided to equip our students with a tool of self-learning, and our students then they carry out what they had learned in the classroom, and while investigating their topic, they get into the shoes of different personalities, they dive into the problematic, and they discover different aspects they were not aware of before the trial. In short, our unit aimed as putting the student in the center of the learning process, while reducing the gap between the learner and the teacher through an independent tool of academic research, and thus bringing the student to the big picture that makes society move forward, make it part of the big picture that makes society moving forward. In addition to that, we wanted our students to meet non-Jewish school students so that together they can get to know each other and to learn together, to discuss, and once they go to university, hopefully they will keep their friendship there, and they will also keep the memory of the Holocaust alive.
And the students say the process of preparing for court has been a fascinating way to learn about the Holocaust.
We connect much more to the people who have been through it, and you become more empathetic compared to when you just hear about the facts or the general information.
It was really interesting to see the different takes on the opinions on whether he was guilty or not.
Here you have an example of the files that our students have to prepare in order for their case to be admissible to the court. As you can see, they have to learn the job of the prosecution, the job of the defense. They have to learn how to do a direct or cross-examination, how to write an act of indictment, and of course, to do an opening and closing statement. So here we can see that through negotiations, through openness, through making our judgment more sound, we can have a better environment and a better society.
Hoping moral debates like these will continue beyond the courtroom walls.